With me. Why are we not playing? Oh shit. Okay, I got you. Bullshit. Roll with me. Rock with me. I said roll with me. Rock with me. I said roll with me. Rock with me. I said roll with me. Rock with me. I ain't much on Casanova.
Sling that hair. If it ain't yours, why no, don't care. Yeah, hit the flow. Bet but you gon' share. I'm in the VIP. Come holler at a player. I'm feeling lit, and I won't quit. I wanna spit, I wanna hit. Yeah, you the shit. Yeah, you legit. And when I seen you, I told Paul. He said I seen her, I'ma holler. But I said no. back, rhino for show. Didn't know how to act, but that's what happens when you hit the club dance floor. J-Paul, Blue Breeze, hip hop, music, dice.
The way she walk, the way she talk, she got it all. Isn't she lovely? The way she groove, the way she look, the way she move. Isn't she lovely? Her hair, her clothes, all that. Isn't she lovely? The way she smile, the way she cry, dry her eyes. She's so now raise one hand up if you know you got a hater. But raise both hands up if you know that you're a greater. Now raise one hand up if you know you got a hater. But raise both hands up if you know that you're a greater. I've been doing this shit for such a long, long time. You'll never understand what's going on in my mind. They don't understand what it is to be a music man. They don't know what it is, and they don't know what it's like. If you got a lot of haters, then you must be doing something right. Raise one hand up if you know you got a hater. Raise both hands up if you know that you're greater. Now raise girl, you got that fire, you are desire. Girl, you got that fire, you are desire. And I can't get enough of that freaky stuff you do. Can't get enough of that freaky stuff you do. Let me take you to the boom boom room. Come on, take you to the boom boom room. Let's go, take you to the boom boom room. Can I take you to the boom boom? Can I take you to the room? Take you to the boom boom room. Are you ready? Take you to the boom boom room. 'Cause I'm ready. To the boom boom. Let me take you to the room. Let me take you to the boom boom room. Here we are. Here we are in the room. It's going down. It's going down in the room. It's like boom. It's like boom. It's like boom. It's like bang, 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 boom, boom, boom. Hey, let's go. Girl, you got that fire. You are desire. Oh, you got that fire. It's your body I desire. And I can't get enough of that freaky stuff you do. I just can't get enough of that freaky stuff you do. Let me take you to the boom boom room. Come on, take you to the boom boom room. Go with me, take you to the boom boom. Take you to the room, take you to the boom boom room. Let me take you to the boom boom room. Let me take you to the boom boom room. Can I take you to the boom boom? Girl, I wanna go. Take you to the boom boom. Come on with me. We all know somebody. They wanna tell you what to do. Always in your face, trying to rearrange you. But don't take no mess, and don't take no shit. Just look them in the eye them dollar signs. If you a high roller or a big shot caller, put your hands in the air and let me hear y'all holler. What you gonna say? You better have my money. What you gonna say? You better have my money. What you gonna say? You better have my money. What you gonna say? You better have my money. Well, you say that you're broke and you don't have my money, but you're riding on 24s, trying to play me like a dummy. Well, I don't want some. I need all my cash. Well, all you'll see is the back of my. What you gonna say? You better have my money. What you gonna say? You better have my money. What you gonna say? You better have my money. What you gonna say? You better have my money. If you ain't got no money, take your broke self home. If you ain't got no money, take your broke self home. If you ain't got no money, don't you call my phone. If you ain't got no money, don't you call my phone. If you ain't got no money, take your broke self home. If you ain't got no money, take your broke self home. If you ain't got no money, don't you call my phone. If you ain't got no money, don't you call my phone. Well, I've been putting in a squeeze box for 17 years. That's right. And I done heard every lie that a man could hear. If you about your business, I'm not talking about you. We good, baby. But if you owe me money, then you know what? This song's made for you. What you gonna say? You better have my money. What you gonna say? You better have my money. What you gonna tell? You better have my money. What you gonna say? You better have my money. See, I'm all about my business, baby. This is what I do. I got my boy Paul with me. Tell me how you feel when the fools ain't got your money, dog.
No excuses needed, guess you took me for a dummy. This a business and the business side of it, I need my money. I got trucks, I got trailers, I got horses too. And I can't really pay no bills on no IOU. Hey, don't you owe me money telling me lies. Give me one good reason, my fish will speak to your eyes. Giving me a bad vibe, man, get out of my ear. The only thing I wanna hear is that check gon' clear. I like my money piling hundreds, I guess y'all ain't never heard of that. Respect they steady screaming, but I don't think they deserve that. You can keep them haters and all they negativity. Before I touch this mic, I know homie need to be paying me. So go get her, I'm chasing that line zone. In love with that dollar bill, I can't leave it alone. To the voicemail I send these, stop calling my phone. And if you ain't got no money, take your broke self home.
The fuck?
Party purple, now y'all can funky. Yeah! From Sonic Force, now y'all can funky. Yeah! The Zoo Nation, now y'all can funky.
It's time to chase your dreams. We're about to see, make your body sweat. Socialize. Get down, let your soul lead the way. So get now, go ladies. So living dreams of life. You live, come play the game. Our world is free. Do it, swap us free.
What I done got done this morning. Ow! I used to get the housekeeper to come over here, but it was too tempting. All the housekeepers carry like a slight hint of sex on them. You're like, you know, for the price of cleaning your house, you could be having sex. All right, y'all better stay where y'all at. That's my midday mix. I made that about 10 years ago while I was bullshitting at the house one day. I got my coffee. Living the life in Medellin, Colombia. If you got any questions, you want to join the chat, just let me know. We'll figure it out together. How to do that? The African area of Colombia. I'm gonna assume you're talking about Cali, Choco. No, I haven't been there. But pretty much all the dark-skinned Colombians you meet anywhere around here is we got an Ash. What's happening, Ash? If you still there, there go Ash right there too. That's Mr. Ash. Mr. Ash. He on the prowl right now. He be killing all kind of shit. I showed Ash a fly. I thought he was gonna chase it. He ate it. Just didn't even give it a chance. Just straight ate it. Wow. But the people that I do know that went to Cali loved it. That's one of the that's on the list of places to visit when you come here. It's like Medellin #1 because everybody skip Bogota. I don't like Bogota. Bogota a little cold. It's not as spread out as Medellin, and then it don't have a train system. Shit. But it's still and it's more affordable than actually here. So you can go there. You can go to Bogota. Shit, you can be living in Bogota for. I don't think it'd be hard to find a spot for $500. But see, that'd be the whole thing. When we leave America, in America, we wouldn't live in a spot for $500. We go outside, it's like shit, every man for himself. Give me that $500. I got my own spot, private bathroom, all that shit. I'm good. You know, you just need a home base. You going through it, trying to get back up. That's life you talking about. You talking to everybody in here. We all got the same problem. We are all going through it. If you in here and if you're not going through it, you about to go through it. Or you just coming out of it. But that's what life is. You just make the most of going through it. Yeah. And that's one of the biggest things about understanding life is wrapping your mind around the fact that you are going to go through it. So then you could accept it. It's not like you sitting there beating the wall and trying to, mess yourself up because you don't know why it's happening. You know exactly why it's happening because it's life. You don't, everybody want to enjoy life but don't want the downside. Well, that's the only way you could get to the upside is the downside. It's just like a line you draw in the sand. Everybody got a different place where they draw their line. Based on where you draw that line at is your understanding. Like shit. What's suffering to somebody else might be enjoyable to you, and what's enjoyable to you might be suffering for somebody else. It's just we all got to take our time and participate in it. How do the locals treat you? The locals treat me better here than in America. That's one of the things I love about being here, especially being I got a lot of experience of being a black man walking around in America. That's the stress of having that weight lifted off my shoulders is one of the biggest things. I told people that when I first got here. It's just a feeling of I was able to open up and I healed here, but I was able to become myself. I used to be self-conscious by saying nigga in front of certain people or just this or that, all these doubts and shit. I don't even give a fuck no more, especially after being over here and just understanding people are people. Nah, this is Laurellis. You can call it Floresta. This is Estadia. That's the stadium right there. Where you see them lights at. I could walk to the stadium in about 5 minutes. It'd be lit up at night. They had the games, the concerts be right in there. I could hear the music from here. They got a goddamn cannon they bring out on that field. I never miss it because everybody hear that goddamn thing. But it's cool living over here because it's like close to the stadium. See people walking around all day, and they just opened this little bakery right here. But all of Colombia is like that. That's what makes it so beautiful, is that all these blocks, people walking around, people just, even if I go like toward the mountains, like, let me see, if I can show an example. They got that cloud cover where you can kind of start going up in them mountains where you think it might start getting a little secluded. No, it ain't nothing but light. That's one of the things I love about when I went up into the hills. In the hills, they got like you go up in them hills, the communities are so well put together here that you go up in them hills, it's people up there that never come down here, that just live their life. Everything that they need is right there. I'm like, that is the way we supposed to live. If they come down here and fuck up and go back up there, if they make it up there, you ain't finding them, because that's their community. They gonna take care of each other. That's all of that shit. Our government come in, kick everybody goddamn door, drag everybody out. We turning each other in, all this shit. That's the whole thing with being a community. You have to be a community in order to protect yourself from the tyranny of the government. That's the whole purpose of it. So nobody can come in here and kick our goddamn doors down. You want to have a better perspective on life. Just start to be a better person. I see everybody argue, fuss, and fight over religion. When you see them, the next time you see two people fussing, fighting over religion, tell them to shut the fuck up unless they practice it. It's like everybody is waiting to find the religion that they will practice, but we fuck up until then. Like, nah. Everybody want to argue over what color Jesus was. Two dudes arguing over what color Jesus was. Neither one of them can hold a candle to him. If he was purple, they can't do it. You don't know how, and I'm telling you, that shit is hard. Just me being here in Colombia, improving myself, and a big part of that being I was addicted to sex and the whole sex drive thing and the dopamine hits from it. To not have to get that, when you start denying yourself the pleasures that you are used to, you're going to blame everybody and their mama for you not being able to get it. If you and your lady thinking about coming over here, I'll give y'all an example of how easy this is, because most people probably plan this shit out. My shit was about me moving and changing my life and taking control of my shit, healing, all that at the same time. So I did it at the worst and the best possible time, meaning when I was reaching out for family and friends for help, I didn't get shit. So I cut everybody loose, because this could have been so much easier. I was trying to come over here and set up a whole goddamn farm for the family, but nobody would fucking help me, and it is so easy. I did this with no planning, nobody helping me, spur of the moment type shit. Over here, fucking bank account then got froze or some shit, gotta work around that. There's a bunch of bullshit you gotta get over. It's basically the American mindset is the biggest thing once you leave. And it's just getting outside of that. You and your lady, the best thing I can say is, and this is with all couples, by me being here by myself, I get to fuck up by myself. But if somebody was here with me, and let's say I do those same fuck ups, my peace would depend on whether or not this person is fucking with me about that. Because that's what life is about, stumbling and getting back up. If you got a mate that laugh at you every time you stumble, you might not be with the right person, because that's all life is. I was like, damn, most of the decisions I make, if I was with somebody else and they had made that decision and then it turned out that way, I might have been like, see, I told you it wasn't right. Don't do none of that bullshit with your mate. You there to support each other. And that you slowly we tear each other down with that slowly. But if you got somebody you on the same page with, to where y'all encourage each other, you know, like you make a decision, y'all both split on a decision, and then it get made, and you end up being wrong. Your mate's supposed to be like, we get them next time. Hey, next time, you know, because we all don't see shit the same way. We all have a completely different view, and then we want everybody to agree on everything we say 100%. So yeah, that's why I say it's kind of about getting getting all that American shit out your system. Believe it or not, America to me is Babylon. It's the devil's playhouse. It's all of that shit. It was created by the devil. The devil want to be God. So the devil want to give you everything God give you. But God already gave it to you. So the devil got to take what God gave you, remanufacture that motherfucker and give it back to you. See, God made us human beings here to eat the regular food that grow on the planet. The devil make the food GMO. Well, when he made them food GMO, what we don't understand is we are also GMH. We genetically modified humans. Just like our food is like, I eat that Big Mac. It's not the same Big Mac I ate when I was a kid. Well, these kids ain't the same kids from when I was a kid. We come now, a phone is a part of our, just a part of our type. You go back 30 years, then nobody had no phone attached to themselves. So now we are completely lost without our phones, to the point to where, I thought about this last night. We have a problem forming relationships with each other now in person, because all of us have better relationships with our phone than we do with people. Even if you married, I promise you got a better relationship with your phone than your mate. All our relationships, our phone know more about us than our mate. When I go to sleep at night, my phone is on the goddamn pillow. I'm like, motherfucker, all I gotta do is put a body around this motherfucker. They replace the goddamn woman, because it's at my side 24/7. Oh yeah, if you got a mate, now I say mate, just anybody that you can get along. Yeah, but if you think like you and your wife think about coming doing this, and just like I was talking, if y'all on the same team like that, you about to have a fucking ball. It ain't nothing scary about this. And when you're doing it with somebody that you enjoy, god damn, it ain't nothing but an adventure. And here in Colombia is a beautiful place to do it. It's fucking ridiculous. Look, this 3-bedroom, 3-bath. Each one of them bedrooms got a private bathroom. This is I pay $1,000 a month. Think in your head, you and your wife coming over here. This is really, you can get a lot better. This is all I need. This is beautiful for me as a human. I'm a working man. This is a working man environment. All that other shit that get higher than this is people that don't work, because they don't know what it takes to have that shit, and they don't care about fucking other people's lives up. But think in your head, if this is $1,000, and say, okay, I'm thinking about moving out of America. Don't think about moving like it's permanent. Yeah, $4 million a month is exactly what I pay. I was paying $3.8, and then at the first of the year, I went to they gave me that little $200 million increase. But in my head, this is the way I looked at it. I was coming over. I was paying $650. I was in there. This is manifestation. I came here. I can show you the pictures. I was living here. I was living in this exact same apartment when I first came to Colombia. After I'd been here for a couple of months, I was staying here with 2 people, but I didn't have this. This was closed. I just had the 2-bedroom. I ain't had a 3-bedroom. I don't even think nobody stayed there then, because it was still around. Look, after opening up after COVID, prices were still real low. It was $650 for this motherfucker, and I sat right there at that table, because I've been paying my bills here and paying my bills in America. I had 2 Venezuelan chicks living with me back then. I could sit at that table, $650, what I paid for my rent then. I paid that $650. I go get, me and the girls, we go to the grocery store. I get $100 worth of groceries. I come back here, I hook up with my man Steve. Steve come give me a quarter pound of weed for $100, a little under $100. I keep that in there. I sit back, I say, you know what? And see, I got that, I think everybody got this. I got a condition from America from being a slave. I can never remember all the bills I have to pay because it's like you never finish paying them motherfuckers. I sat here and I paid them 3 things and I thought to myself, I don't have nothing to worry about till next month's rent. I say, this the life I want. Fuck this. In my mind, I was like 650. Shit. If I came up with $6,050, I could be over here for 10 months. I was like, that's 10 months. I was like, shit, I can go home and sell my goddamn truck, get by 12,000. Hell, I can be over here 20 months. So that's how I started counting my shit in my head. My sleeping has changed completely because I went from sleeping like a slave to sleeping like a free man. That's not capping. That's just saying that when I was in the Matrix, whenever I took a vacation, whenever I laid my head down to rest, there was always a time I had to get up. I'd always fix that time. You know how you lay down to go to sleep at night and you be like, well, I got till 8 to wake up. I got till 6, and then you count down from there. We do that. I used to do that with my life. Like if I go on vacation, I'm like, I'm on vacation. I don't have to be back for 2 weeks. I ain't got to be back for a week. How many days I got left? Well, once you check out of the Matrix, you're not a slave. Your time, your life is your shit. Ain't no wake up in the middle of the night or no, it is whatever it is whatever. Whenever you feel like going to sleep, you go to sleep. If I'm up at any time, and it took me a long time to get over that. I've been over here like 2 years, like just doing whatever the fuck I want to do. And even after 2 years, it's still that slave mentality. People don't understand how deep that shit is ingrained in us. Even to the point of being a man, to being able to wake up and go, I ain't doing shit today. All my business is taken care of because ain't no business. We wasn't designed to wake up. Okay, the ones of us that were designed to do that is designed to do that through our purpose. It ain't work, if that makes sense. Your purpose is not your work. Our purpose is what we, at the end of the day, we human beings. No matter what, you always gonna want better. In America, they teach us to be clones by cloning one day to the next. We roll one day into the next, so you never really get to think about your life or change anything. When we were made to change, I promise. That's why I say don't buy nothing when you come over here, because if you move out of America, no matter where you end up, it's not good enough. Because once you get out of America, it's going to be overwhelming. It's going to be, this is beautiful. I can live here the rest of my life, just by human design. After you get used to it and adapt to it, you're going to be like, I could do better. I could have better, or you can make your life better right there. Yeah, you don't want to buy no long-term investment while you still a slave, because your free man going to be like, why you do that? I don't know no Spanish. I don't know any Spanish. I just keep my phone with me. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of healing since I've been here, so I keep to myself. I used to talk to a lot of Americans. I had a WhatsApp group that I fuck around started while I was hanging at this little restaurant. In about maybe 2-3 months, I had 300 people in that group. Because I would talk to everybody. But during my healing process, I found out, and then that's what God kept showing me. When I changed my life, I was still running with some of the cats over here that I had met, but they hadn't changed their life. I changed my life. In that scenario, I end up getting fucked over every time because I'm the only healthy one in that situation. When you get healthy, you got to get away from unhealthy people because they will fuck you. That's what DMX, that's one of the biggest things about my healing process. People have been fucking over me. I didn't have to see them fuck over me. I didn't have to prove it. I knew 100% that they had fucked over other people. If you know somebody that's fucking over somebody else, they are fucking over you. That is what wisdom is. So yeah, I was running with some cats over here, and then that's how I started realizing It's a lot of damaged ass niggas in this world. And by us participating in each other's shortcomings, by me come over here buying pussy, I was allowing them niggas to come over here and do more than that. And then they try to hang with me as if they're gonna get a stamp of approval. No, nigga, you ain't normal. You ain't regular. I had a teenager that I met called me this morning, want me to take something down out of the group because some motherfucker in there then posted it. Because you got grown ass men coming over here trying to take advantage of everything. Like, nigga, she's a goddamn teenager. What in the fuck? Why you trying to do big pimps? I've been and hurt one of these motherfuckers. That's why I can't. Like, god damn, and you wonder why the world is fucked up. Look at the men. Look at what men allow to be done to women and kids. And you can measure just how, look at what we allow to be done to women and kids, and you can measure our worth from there. That's what I was saying. We in the movies, we a punk ass society. We you can watch our movies and tell the men ain't shit. Because the men that watch the movies allow the motherfuckers that make it to get away with that shit. And that's why we find out all this Hollywood shit, they've been raping our kids. Oh, really? Well, they've been raping them kids on the film already. Everything that we're going to find out they've been doing, they've been making movies about it. Like, goddamn. They do it and then make a goddamn movie about it. And because they got money, because they got the devil's tool, we bend over, kiss their ass. We kiss anybody's ass with money. Believe me, I'm from the black community. Shit. We do nothing but kiss the more you destroy the community, the harder we gonna kiss your ass and praise you when you roll through here. And I wish a nigga would come try to uplift this community. Nigga, we gon' if you ever get any kind of powers, if they don't kill you, we'll kill you. Cause we don't want to get out the situation we in. That's what, okay. I'm gonna tell you, slavery. This is how we are all slaves. We're slaves because you got to go get $1 to make a living. That's why they make you plug into the grid. If you just like, look here, bro. You can't go off and live by yourself and build no empire just off by yourself. They not gonna let you do that. The only time you can be off by yourself is in a city. You got to be in the city laying on that concrete with your ass out. Because if you like goddamn Grizzly Adams, you go up in the woods, they gonna come get you. Like, nah, you up here surviving in a way that might encourage other people to come do this. And that's the way God intended us to live, and the devil is like, no. The devil say no. The corporations say no. When they talk about how hard it is to buy a home, and I can see this here in Colombia, because they under the same tyranny we are, they just dial back. It's not as bad. And Colombia hasn't had the history behind it that a lot of the rest of the world had. See, Colombia's bad history is Pablo Escobar. Anytime you got a drug dealer as your bad history, you got a pretty good history. Because Pablo Escobar was a drug dealer, but he was also a part of the community. And what the community don't understand is all the politicians are drug dealers. All the motherfuckers are drug dealers. So that's why he didn't understand the disrespect he got. Because he like, shit, I ain't as bad as these other motherfuckers, and y'all praise them. And Colombia is nice like that because Pablo was able to roll a lot of that money back into the community. But he could only roll so much because he was a government agent. He was there to, look, the dollar is a Ponzi scheme. The only reason the dollar has any strength is because of our ignorance. That's it. And what I mean by that is, look, we say every day, the government print money, the government print money. Do y'all ever heard the government say, no, we don't? No, because they print money, and we all act like they don't print money. See, if we acted like they print money, if we acted like we found out they print money, we're like, pay your tax, fuck you and your taxes. Print the money, bitch. Because you just told me I'm working for a system where y'all print shit, so you ain't giving me shit. You taking what God gave me and ain't giving me shit back. And what they say, if you want to know who caused something, all you got to do is look and see who benefit the most. That's the biggest game in colonization. It's the Pied Piper. You got a mouse problem? No, we don't have no mouse problem. No, we don't need you. That nigga can't come to town like that. No, he gotta drive the mice into town and then he show up. I heard you got a mice problem. Then the motherfucker fix the problem, right? They pay him to fix the problem. You ever look at the Pied Piper story? Like when he left town and took all the mice, where did he go? That nigga went to the next town with the mice. Yeah, he marched them motherfuckers right down the street to the next town, put them in that motherfucker, give it about a week, and go in that motherfucker and say, hey, I hear you got a mouse problem. That's what America do. America did that with us. Black people in slavery came, used us, enslaved us until they ain't needed no more, and then come in and say, I heard you got a slave problem, or we're going to blow their back out. But before they do that, they had already had Hispanics coming in from Mexico, the next thing. They're doing it right now again. The Mexicans that came in from Mexico, they got in because black people didn't want to work no more. They came in, did the work, that became American citizens. They probably was illegal at first. Now they looking at motherfucking Venezuela and other people coming over here pointing the finger at them. Like, you need to do it right. Well, your shit wasn't right in the beginning. All that's fucked up because that's the devil dividing us. That's all it is. Anytime you see two poor motherfuckers fighting, that's the devil. Because them niggas ain't got no reason to fight. You broke. You poor. And I ain't talking about you poor with the dollar. I'm talking about you poor. You are broke. Not meaning devoid of the dollar. I mean broke, like your foundation is fucked up. Go ahead, ask me a question. I just looked up. I see. Oh, we're not doomed though. We've already won the battle. And that whole woke shit scattered over there in Colombia. I don't know about the woke, but people are people. As far as it comes being woke or conscious, you go around the planet, it's the same. I ain't found nobody to talk to even when I travel. I kept thinking I was gonna, retiring myself and living over here. And matter of fact, I tell you like this, like everything I've done when I said to fight everybody that I knew in order to do this, I have to sit back and pat my own goddamn self on my back. And that's why I carry my backpack. I buy myself flowers every chance I get. I ain't waiting on nobody else to do it because nobody is gonna do it. Everybody that know me only wants to take advantage of me. And those are the people that really know me. They know I ain't about that bullshit. But this is super easy to do. Why was I saying that? I was saying that to say, it all come down to you, at least with me. It came down to me. I had to do what I had to do for no accolades, for no... As a matter of fact, I think I was able to do what I did because I ain't never had what y'all had. Y'all had better lives than me. Y'all had more than me. Y'all got people that love you and want to see you do good and will help you do it. I ain't had none of that shit. So I was able, that's why I could do this, because I already know what I don't have. I always end up by myself. Like I'm here by myself. That's my whole life. So I'm not afraid to venture off by myself. A lot of my life, I had people along with me where everybody thought the dude next to me was making things happen. Them niggas ain't never did shit. Them niggas ain't never did shit but try to take the accolades that I produce and take credit for it. But I ain't never been I never cared. From my heart, I never cared. I would sit back and play the background and let niggas take credit. It wasn't until I discovered them niggas not only taking credit, they talking shit behind my back. They trying to fuck, cause look, when I came, the only reason why I'm not on here screaming, giving out all kind of financial advice is because I did already. I did it for my community. I've been riding for my community since I was born. The reason why I had the information I have is because I was trying to save my community. When I found crypto, God gave me cryptocurrency. God told me to keep it to myself, but I couldn't contain it. I was like, God gave me something. I can get all of us out of this poverty with this without it all having to be on my back. We could do this by just working together and helping each other. Them niggas tried to hang me. And when I say, look, I drove up and down the street. I went in barbershops and beauty salons. I can go back on my fucking Facebook Messenger and I could show you. I sent crypto video, and I'm not talking about no bullshit like everybody had always done to me. Them motherfuckers came, them niggas I know would come with Amway, motherfucking Noonie Juice. I'm like, nigga, this a fucking pyramid scheme. Every time you come with some bullshit to make money, you talking about let's go get our friends and family. What the fuck is this shit? You niggas have no problem with fucking over yourself and the friends. I said, I could never do that shit. When I got into crypto, I say, oh shit. You can make that. It was a way for me to bless the whole community by them blessing themselves. What I had to find out was these niggas don't want nothing. They want me to go get it and bring it to them. I like these sorry motherfuckers. I drove up and down the street, and that's why I tell you, I said, when I was trying to get people into cryptocurrency, the one thing I did understand that everybody else did not understand, because anybody, you got motherfuckers come in and become millionaires in crypto and still don't know what the fuck is going on with crypto, because they came in and they bought that shit like a stock, and it went up and they sold it like a stock. They didn't custody that shit themselves. They didn't move it to an external wallet. They didn't do any of that. Because they didn't do any of that, they do not understand the problems that crypto solve. So I've been telling people, you need to learn blockchain. You need to learn the problems that it solves. Stop just trying to get fucking rich. Everybody want to get rich, but nobody wants to be wealthy. The wealth is in the information. The wealth. I'm telling them motherfuckers this 3 years ago. I'm trying to work with everybody. If they niggas had done what I said, we'd have a crypto fund right now. We'd have a fucking farm over here already. I would have my friends and family already coming over here like they want to, coming and going. We got the land, we got the rooms, come on. But them niggas turn into a pissing contest. Them motherfuckers all want, everybody want to. How you bring niggas something and then they want to make sure that they make more money than you with it? That's all them niggas wanted to do. When I tell you I came over here and met all these pussy buying ass niggas, that's all they want to do. At the end of the day, they don't want to do nothing else. If you gave them niggas $100 million, they would not change the world. They would go buy $100 million worth of pussy and bullshit. So I was like, let me just shut the fuck up, because everybody I talk to that I try to work with, that I try to empower, I'm empowering the motherfucking enemy. This nigga gonna be a nigga I gotta fight. I done got this nigga rich and now I'm trying to clean up the drugs and the prostitution, and this nigga is the main mother. I was like, man, let me just shut the fuck up. So I don't even talk to people about money or all that shit out, because I don't like giving out advice, because everybody just want to please their motherfucking self. Everybody over here that I tried to help only want to take my money from me. Nobody want to plant no motherfucking seeds. Nobody want to do no work. Everybody just want self-gratification for myself today. And that's the biggest thing you could do to fuck yourself up, because the reason why I can do what I do is because I want it for other people. It's from my heart. That's the wealth that I have. And that's what I was saying. All them people I was trying to help and I sent all those videos to. Look. Uh-oh. What the fuck is it? Hold on, I don't know what's. This motherfucker telling me to verify like I can't verify. Everybody that I tried to help, I can go back on my messenger now and look at all those. And I tell people the same thing today, because there's a money series on YouTube everybody need to fucking watch. It's like nine parts long, each one of them about an hour. But we don't know shit about money or finance. That motherfucking ass break, I sent it to everybody. I sent that to everybody. All those people I sent that to, it's been 2 years. I came here, I lost my weight. Matter of fact, I've reinvented myself every year for the last 3 years. I'm talking about completely different thinking. For the better. I moved closer to God. I've been moving nothing but close to God, all of this. You know how many people called me and told me they proud of me? Or even say, hey man, I see you, or anything. Not one of them motherfuckers Not one. I said, all these motherfuckers. I'm talking about people that when I hit, I would have bought them a house. Them motherfuckers ain't even looked twice. Them niggas don't even like my shit. Ain't none of them even in here. I can talk freely like a motherfucker. They in here, but they not gonna, they'll come, but they ain't gonna let me know. They all backdoor all this shit. Cause they do not wanna see me succeed. And I had to figure that out. Check it out. When Neo, at the end of the Matrix, the first one, when he went to open that door and that agent was in there and that agent shot him, that agent that when he shot him, that Neo right there, that represented me when I was still in America working a job. That was the version of me that was working a job. That agent killed me like bow. But you gotta die. You gotta die. That old me had to die. And then that's what Neo did. He got up, he came back to life, and them niggas was still shooting at him. Remember, he came back up and they were still shooting at him like, nigga, you just killed me with a point blank to the chest and y'all niggas still want to shoot at me? What'd he do then? He ran down that hall and he jumped into that agent. He went into the agent. That's what you got to do to your friends. Say like you change your life and you come back, they still gonna treat you like that nigga that they used to disrespect. You got to go in they motherfucking head like Neo went in that agent. You got to go in they body, find that motherfucker they think you used to be, and blow that motherfucker up from the inside of them. That's what Neo did. That's why that agent exploded like bloom. Because Neo had to die, the agent had to die too. That's why they say life is nothing but levels. It ain't like the first Matrix. The Matrix is the biggest example of that, and life. You keep thinking there's a finish line to life. There is no finish line. When you reach, you keep trying to get to somewhere you don't want to be. And everybody keep telling you it's the journey that makes it worthwhile. It's the journey. That's why you take your time to pick your tribe and the people you have around you. Fuck family. It's not blood that's thicker than water. It's the blood of the covenant. I can't believe this shit. They just came on and gave me a warning. What did I say or what did I do? And this is what I'm saying. This is how much of a slave that we are. We can't, you can come on here and say any kind of bullshit you want. If you say anything close to being valid, then you gonna get canceled. That's how we stay stupid. If you have a valid material, or if you have something to say that is worthy for society, they flag it. How is it that as long as the people that control us had all the information, we had to believe everything that they say? Now that we get to read the information for ourselves, you telling me I'm not valid? I'm not valid enough to make the decisions in my life to understand what's coming out of my mouth? That sounds like a society where they killing kids. That TikTok promote a movie where they killing kids, but won't let me come on here and talk. When I come on here and talk, I talk to you as if I'm talking to you in person. Why are they trying to hold me to the scrutiny of a goddamn reporter when they don't do it with the reporters? Seeing it, I know I'm a fucking researcher. You do not have to fact check shit if you're a reporter. All that shit they reporting, they don't have to, they used to have to give at least 2 sources when they report it. They don't have to give shit now, but these I'm not a reporter. How the fuck you gonna hold me to something? I'm supposed to be on here talking to where I don't offend whoever come in on this motherfucker that I created. You can't tell a motherfucker to move on. TikTok, suck my motherfucking dick, bitch. You the devil too. I'm like the water boy mama. Nah, that's the devil. All these niggas the devil. Cause the devil the only one gonna tell you some shit like that. But let me tell you how that get fucked up. Let me tell you how the devil control you on that. I told you the dollar is the biggest thing, right? You have to make $1. So they start you off on the bottom. I mean, everybody get fucked. When you come into the American workforce, you take your fucking at the bottom, right? And then you raise up from there. Anybody my age, Generation X, you working, you ain't doing shit. The further you get away from that bottom, the less you do, the more you make. And you be thinking, yeah, that's a blessing. No, the devil designed the system that way. Because the more you make, the scared you are to lose your shit. So when you get up there, be like, oh, I got 10, 15 years with the company. I'm making this. I'm a glorified ass house slave. Because I want to protect what I got for this life I got. I don't want to go back there. So they do everything they can to protect the system. Because they think they got somewhere where it can't fuck with them. No, it's coming for you. Everything is coming for all of us. Shit, it's us doing it. Now the beach. The other thing about Colombian living is, outside of America, your thinking change outside of America. We might think about moving around America a little bit, but it's such a big life change. Our job have to be there. See, that's the other thing the devil do. The devil ties to them jobs to where I was lucky enough to be working in the airline industry before I came over here. And I was such a slave, I didn't take full advantage of that. That's why I say when I look back, the question, where y'all are sitting at, when I was there, where y'all at, I was just as scared, just as confused, just as fucked up as you. What I didn't know then that I know now was I had everything then, I just didn't know it. You take me right now and put me back, you rewind the clock back by 5 years and put me back in the exact same situation I was in then, I'm just gonna be here sooner. You know how people be sitting in the States like, yeah, 3 more years, 2 more years, 5 more years, I got my retirement. Yeah, all that's bullshit. That ain't nothing but that carrot, trust me. I saw that shit. Yeah, if you take me back and be like, we put you back in your same situation, 2 more years, you can retire 3 years. I'm like, I'm not working that shit. The time it's gonna take, them two, motherfucker, you done stole 50 plus years from me up to now. I ain't giving you niggas another millisecond. I'm taking all my shit back. And that's one thing too about people that walk the walk and talk the talk. Trust me, you start walking like Jesus. You start denying yourself all those pleasures because you trying to live right and be a better person. You're not gonna let another man come along and just tell you anything. I'm gonna tell you, just a sexual frustration alone will have you ready to bust his head to the white meat. Fuck you mean I can't walk like a man? When I'm walking like a man. No. Them pussies. We don't understand our government. I watched a video yesterday where that dude was out on safari, had this big ass elephant come down the trail, come charging at him. Big ass elephant. Dude stood there. I ain't never seen nobody cock their nuts like that. I was like, man. Because the elephant did it twice. That's the secret of life. There's nothing on this planet, nothing on this planet, nothing and no fucking body that will come at you when you giving off the right vibration, when you ain't scared. You can stop anything, anybody in they fucking tracks. A charging rhinoceros coming at you. If you don't run, you stand there, that motherfucker gonna stop. That's what life is. That's what we don't understand. That's why they say a coward dies 1,000 deaths. A soldier dies but once. The secret is you don't die. Yeah. The coward be like, oh, I got away. That nigga probably dead. He not dead. He living. But he killed that part of him that was like you. That's what died. So the one that run away continuously dies. Because he always running away. He never dies. And life is about dying. Everything here dies. You start trying to cheat death, you're going to cheat yourself out of a life. That's the other reason why I say I don't want to never be a part of their creative fund. I don't want nobody to send me no roses, no money. God bless me to give me enough information for me to be able to take care of myself. A blessing is me passing the information that I have on to other people. It's not my information. Nobody owns shit here. Everything here belongs to all of us. Let me tell you how the system fuckers. Like I come on here, I get to talking and shit. I get 10,000 followers. They drop me another little warning. Then I start getting that little creative fund. I start getting paid. People sending me roses. Then I got to be on here spewing out information even when I don't have it. So I just got to start trying to make shit up. And that's why you get all that bullshit on here. People start stealing other people's content. people goddamn me just doing a lot of shit they ain't supposed to do. Making issues about shit when it ain't no issue just because you want to make content. Nigga, go find something beautiful. Stop just stirring the pot with bullshit because you want to get views. But anyway, you start getting them views, they start paying that little money, then you they bitch. They want to have me like I'm their bitch. Hey, you know you can't say this, you can't say that. They do the same thing with the churches. That's what that 5013 CP3 old shit, that tax-free shit. Yeah, that's so we can control you. But you tell the devil, get the devil one of them, like, look here, come get this. And I'm going to say what the fuck I want to say to who I want to say it. And I want to say that with the cussing, too. I cuss a lot, and I be like, I'm bringing this from God. It's like when Kevin Hart mama told him to go tell that teacher that, and she messed around and used that one word. When God gave me the message delivered to y'all, he messed up and said, damn. But now on the real, when I get to talking, it just flow. I'm passionate about it, and that's part of it too, because we are so far past being mentally insane when it comes to our conditions and how we willingly kill ourselves every day, that we've been lulled to sleep to where we supposed to be cussing, fussing, kicking shit over. No, I haven't been to Cartagena. A passport bro hit me up. They all over here. And the passport bro, that's why I say, women, if you listen to this, especially black women, if you got a black man, you got to understand, when Chris Rock said a man's value is only measured by what he could provide, that's all men. But then you got to take it a step further when you're talking about black men. Because if the world gonna put men at the bottom of the rung, then and black men, we're gonna be the last ones on there holding that rung up. And that's just the truth. Nobody wanna admit that. If we sat here and I showed you a series of pictures, of family pictures of different families, it's almost like nobody would say nothing until we get to the black family. To see the father there. You'd be surprised to see him there. And then the first thing you go like, well, how long was he there the whole time? Has he been? Because it's just our mentality. That is the fucking truth. So, and unless a black woman can look at a black man for his complete value, which means she has to be healed, that shit will never work. Because the relationship is about us respecting each other. And it goes vice versa too. We all trapped in our pain. Everybody looking to have a relationship, nobody looking to fix themselves. Because they think the other person was broke. If the other person was broke, that means you were broke too, because they were a reflection of you and you attracted what you needed to heal. So just like they don't need to run out and start another relationship, your ass don't need to either. Because as much as you think you didn't fuck up, as much as you helped out and didn't lie, didn't do this, that's the lesson you need to learn, because although you didn't do that, you gave up so much of yourself to get whatever it was that you wanted from that person. And people can't admit that. You have to be able to admit that in order to be able to heal yourself. That's like me. I can look back at my relationships being like, yeah, I was in a lot of relationships way too long because I wanted some pussy by the end of the day. I look past red flags all the goddamn time. I look right at that ass and be like, yeah. Now I look back and be like, all them dumbass decisions. Even when I go out now and I meet you, I could attract that same energy. I don't want it at all. It's just a test. Like, look at this motherfucker. I ain't fucking up with that. Because you start to understand that just like with life, there's no finish line. There's no point you reach to where, oh, everything is cool from now. That's the same thing when you bust that nut too. You start thinking that busting that nut gonna fix everything, and you realize how fucked up everything is the minute you bust that nut and be like, oh, this is somebody I don't want to be with. What time she gonna leave? Yeah, you don't want to be like around nobody like that. You want to be, and that's the problem. They've made it so hard to survive out here that we look for other people that we just want to get by with or survive with. We're not looking for mates to enjoy life with. That's why I say if you're with somebody and y'all break free together, it's not guaranteed y'all gonna stay together, because y'all were together based on, but it just gets better is what I'm saying. Whether y'all together or y'all decide to split, it's not that bullshit you used to. You're not fussing, cussing, doing all that shit. Yeah, that Eddie Murphy, that boomerang, your ass get boomerang because you let your insecurities and your shortcomings take over instead of your real common sense. And be like, damn. And then he ended up getting boomerang. The exact same thing he was doing to people happened to him. That's what life is. When I started looking at my life, them people I told you I had around me that were doing dog shit, I had to question whether they did that dog shit to me. I had a homeboy that was in the military, got a girl pregnant. And there's some cold shit here. He got her pregnant. She wrote the CO of the base, because that's what girls used to do. Somebody got you pregnant, you write him a letter. Once the Navy get involved, they're gonna make sure she get a child support. But he had a friend that worked in the personnel department that pulled the letter. So the letter never made it to the command. So he never paid child support, ended up getting out the military, never saw the child, all this shit, right? And this used to be my best friend. And I always looked at it like when he told me he had did it, I looked at him like he was better than that. Because I used to see the best in people. But that's what I used to see. The best used to only exist in my head. That nigga wasn't trying to be the best him. Because that was something I thought he would always go back and fix. He gonna go make it right or this or that. I'm thinking he me. But me wouldn't have done that in the first goddamn place. But lo and behold, I got a girl pregnant. At least I'm thinking I had a girl pregnant a long time ago. And me and him was roommates. And he had to be alone with her some days. And then on top of that, once I found out she was foul and she wasn't shit, I got it, and the baby was already here. I got a DNA test done. The results of the DNA test came to my house. Where he lived there, he got a key to the mailbox. I never saw the DNA results. Somebody called me and told me the results. And now I look back on that and be like, oh man, this nigga done did the same thing to me that he did to them. But that's God showing me. When that nigga first told me that, I was supposed to kick them out of my life. Or either you get better, you go fix that, or get the fuck away from me. That's why I'm by myself. Now I got zero tolerance. I refuse to let another motherfucker burn me with their shortcomings. And the thing about it is, them dudes so sorry that even if that's his child and not my child, it's my child now. I don't care. Every child on this earth is my child. Every child on this earth, I need to be in a position to play with my child. That's the only way we're going to be able to get where we going. Even in the position now, once I get all this fixed, all that come out, I still got a responsibility, even if he don't, to go back and the son he didn't take care of, I'm going to go get him and tell him, your daddy was a good man. I don't know why he fell short here, but we all got our excuses. There's no excuse for you. Because we need that. We need his son to be the best person he could be. We need to fix everybody by setting ego aside. That's what being a man is taking responsibility. Not the Mexicans over there fuck that up. Them Asians over there fuck. No man, you a man. You go over there. You fix it, motherfucker. If you can. You see wrong being done, you go stop it. That's what makes you a man. It's too many. And that's what we don't have in this world. That's why the world could be like it is. That's how you could have Epstein's and all this shit. All that shit that we accuse them, and even let's say like the music industry and all that shit. All them dudes that's coming out pointing that finger about this dude did that, all them dudes watched that dude do that. He watched him do it. He watched, if Jay-Z or all them was smashing Aaliyah, all them dudes in there watched him. They let him get away with it. Harvey Weinstein, they watched him. Whether it be out of fear or that dollar, thinking they gonna have their blessings too. That's how the world get the way it is. All this shit is in boardrooms, behind closed doors. Let's fuck the people out there. Not understanding they fucking themselves by fucking all us. Anyway. I can ramble. But yeah, everything everything is designed to scare you into staying exactly where you at. You have to get addicted to rebuilding your life. Meaning, when you go to sleep and you wake up, you seen that movie Groundhog Day. He was stuck in one day. That's your life right now. You think time is moving, but time is an illusion. So that means you stuck in one place. Every day you get up and go to sleep, and you got your routine, and you go through that whole day, the way your days, you start not being able to tell one day from the next day because you do the same thing. I mean, from brushing your teeth, getting your hair, go to work, come on. You have slight detours in that. And then they give you, on the weekend, they let you go blow the steam off. That's why they call it the weekend. There's no way we supposed to be living off a goddamn calendar. A calendar not supposed to run our life other than the worship of God. You know, to know what days are coming around in order to be able to provide for ourselves. Other than that, the calendar ain't for me, for another man. They invented the calendar in order to tell another man where he need to be and what time to work for another motherfucker. It's just a game they run on us. Back in the day, we used to help each other. We would help each other build a house. If somebody help you build a house, you damn sure gonna help somebody else build theirs. But if we all helped each other build our houses, we don't owe nobody. These houses we have, we've been paying motherfucker 30 years. That don't sound like a game, like a con game, 30 years on a house? In a finance system that was designed by the people that had all the money that would never... We paying notes on a house that was designed by a motherfucker that never paid a note on a house. We eat fast food that's being fucked over, that's given to us by people that will never eat that food. They won't eat the food, they won't drink the water, they won't sleep where we at, and yet we get up every day and make sure that they don't have to. We work for them. Yeah. And that's like the dude that owned this TikTok app. It is in his best interest to not let the truth get out. He won't have the app anymore. Yeah, we're gonna take it from him. This ain't yours. Everything on this goddamn planet is ours. Even if you take something and do special with it, God gave you the power to do that to bless all of us. If you don't want to do that, we ain't gonna fuck with you. You want to be an individual, lock that motherfucker in the pad. Them the niggas need to be in solitary confinement. Them niggas with all that money that don't want to help nobody. Oh, you don't want to help nobody? You got all this shit. You want what everybody, you want to take from everybody, but you don't want to give nothing back. Yeah, put that motherfucker in put him in a room by himself. Give him a mansion on a little bit of island and put that motherfucker by himself. Let them niggas stay by themselves. Stack that money around that nigga. Let them have it all. Because the bigger game is, this is what people don't understand. The American finance system is a joke. It's a Ponzi scheme. And gold has no value. Gold is the lie agreed upon in order to steal our time. Yeah. If they want your time, they got to come up. Look, okay. I'll give you a history lesson. Go back in history. You got people that work and people that don't work. The people that work have everything that they need. The people that don't work don't have shit. So the people that don't work have to find something of value to trade for the other people's work. So them niggas come over there and be like, hey, give me some of that you grow. What you got? Oh, I got this shiny shit. I got a shiny rock. Can I eat it? No. Can I make a hammer out of it? No. I can't do nothing with it. So they had the people that didn't want to work had to convince the people working that this worthless shit here is worth something, so you can trade your time for this bullshit. When you trace all that shit back, it all go back to motherfuckers that didn't want to work. That's what a kingdom is. We don't want to live in a kingdom. It's not, when they use the word kingdom and all that starts falling into the devil. The devil trying to build his kingdom here, and he wants you to work for him. That kingdom, you got to be dumb to follow a fucking king, because a king is a motherfucker, it's racketeering. That's all it is. It's just racketeering. You know how the kings were? No matter what, let's just say this nigga just somewhere Say some nigga showed up on your land. You been living here. You got some friends that live around you, but that's all y'all know about. You haven't ventured out. You don't know nobody else. This motherfucker show up and say, you on my land. See, that's the first. You just broke God's law. That's one. That's the first disrespect they come with. You just say, I'm on some shit no, that's just retarded. We not even a regular human being can't wrap his mind around that. That's what them Indians couldn't wrap their mind around when them white folk like, yeah, we gonna buy this land. Oh, we gave them dumb motherfuckers some sheepskins for all that land. And the Indians like, dumb motherfucker talking about they gonna own some land? See, they've only convinced us that they own it. They don't own shit. All of this is ours. It's not theirs, it's ours, and we are them, if you can understand that. Yeah, but you gotta change your mindset first, because even if I go out here, motherfucker, everybody out here thinking if the police stop you, you have to listen to him. You have to know. That's another, that dude worked for a man with money. The police are just like a security firm. There ain't no security firm like our top priority is to protect the people. No, that's not a security. I work security and security. No, you protect that property that's out there. That's what you there for. You protect the property. So if I see two people fighting across, no, nigga, they ain't got nothing to do with you. Property. Unless they fighting over this property, you don't care. That's what the police are. So you call the police and be thinking like, well, they came, broke up, fight with me and my wife. Yes, they were protecting that man's property. You are his property. That's the only goal they have to keep us separated. And everything they done to black folk is happening to all of America now. That's why white Americans are finding it hard to wrap their head around it. It was easier when it was been done to another race of people, and you just go, well, that's not my problem. That's what Malcolm X tried to tell them motherfuckers. The chickens are coming home to roost. I saw a video, matter of fact, I can prove my point right now. Remember Blackish? They had an episode of Blackish where that little white girl was on that elevator by herself, and that door opened. And he was standing there, and it was a joke, but it was understood that, you know, every black man understood what that was. Like, yeah, you don't go near that little white child. She could be lost, whatever, but she better off without you, because you gonna get fucked up. The minute somebody see you with that lost child, that's the way it's always been for black men. They had that happen to a white dude in the store. A girl was lost, and they called over the thing. And they accused that white dude of that. That's how bad it's gotten. Back in the day, that white dude, he could have been molesting her and still brought her up there and kissed her and gave her to her mama. But nowadays, everybody. Yeah. White folk, they the new niggas. They just don't know it. They niggas and don't know it. Because they let black people, they let people get away with calling black people niggas so long that everybody niggas know. I thought that was one of y'all encouraging me. That's TikTok. So I've been on here for 90 minutes. I'm just reading through the comments. Oh yeah, Kevin Samuels was on point. It's just Kevin Samuels, well, let's say, I'd say he, how can I say this? Let me think about it a second. I can't really say. Well, I can say this. He was on point, but we could never get fixed that way. Like women calling in, talking to him. It's the men that's gonna have to check the men, and the women that's gonna have to check the women. I say that because the women didn't want to hear it coming from a man. It was what they needed to hear, but they don't want to hear it coming from a man. Unless that man got that same energy with dudes. And he did with dudes. It's just he didn't, when he was talking to dudes, nobody was really listening. Because all the problems we have, come from these boys club meetings. I know every man know what I'm talking about, and women know what I'm talking about too, because y'all do the opposite thing. Y'all get together and y'all have we get together. We had this unwritten code, like it's like a man just shit. You just fuck over a woman because that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? And we all agree on it. That's the shit that gotta stop. We gotta start hanging with motherfuckers. They go like, nah, man, you ain't doing that shit around me. I ain't finna be around you if you doing that. If that's the life you choose, then you, by all means, God gave you free will to choose that life. But he gave me free will to get away from your ass. And that's just wisdom. You don't hang, if your friend robbing banks and you got a family, you be like, I love that nigga, but if you don't hang around him, your fucking family in danger. Nigga, you a bank robber too, as far as everybody else is concerned. New Jack City, nigga, you gonna come up with fleas. That's DMX. Trust people to be who they tell you they are. You know somebody that steal from people, they stealing from you. They are a thief. They justify it in their head. They justify it in their head because they think they got an unfair shake from God. They are mad at God. Anybody walking around here that don't believe in God, that atheist or any of this, is they mad at God. They upset. God didn't show up for them for something, and they mad about that. They haven't came to the wisdom, understanding that it was the love that God had for them that gave them, that put them in the situation they were in, which was free will. You get to pick and choose whoever you want to fuck with out here, and no matter how anybody do you, they never would have done it if you never would have opened the door for them to do it. That's what wisdom is. Most you could do is chalk your losses up and go on down the road. And it ain't a loss, it's a win. Because as long as somebody can come up to you and get away with doing that to you, somebody's going to come up to you and get away with doing it. So, the wisdom would tell you when I see these red flags, I give you another a life hack. A life hack is the people that's fucking over you. When you get fucked over, then you get fucked over again and fucked over again. That's the same person. That's the same entity fucking over you with different people. And I mean, it goes all the way back. Like when I can move over here and say in my unhealed state, I can look at the people that I attract, and they were the same motherfuckers from my family as far as energy is concerned. So I had to start being able to identify that energy. And be like, I run into somebody, they start talking shit, you know, they start talking knowledge and all that. Be like, oh, this motherfucker knowledgeable. But then I gotta remember, my older brother can do that shit too. He can talk a good game. Motherfuckers probably think that nigga is smart, don't know he's spurring off all the bullshit you could have ever heard in your life. So I started identifying motherfuckers like, oh, you like my brother. You just talk a lot of shit, but you ain't about nothing. Oh, you like my other brother. You a greedy motherfucker. Try to play like you do what you do, but you do your dirt. Everybody. I just thought, man, older. The women I was dating, oh, you just like my mama. And that was the biggest milestone I had to get over. The women I was dating were just like my mama, and then I had to figure out, I don't know who my mama is. Because I had to figure out the manipulation she was doing with me. Go, oh, mama. From my daddy whooping my ass and my mama being the overseer, goddamn narcissist, to right now this day, when she look at my life, she probably ball her face up and wish she could pull a belt out and get me back in line. That's how I could see my mama face. And that's why I be like, you got to cut all that shit loose. Because I'm like, anybody that's out for me, that's why your parents ain't shit and don't mean shit. And they can mean everything at the same time. It's a world of polarities. It's duality. You everything and nothing at the same time. So I had to realize, as much as I love my parents, they ain't shit. I had to do that same thing Neil did to that agent when he went in that motherfucker and blew him up. I had to do that to my daddy. Yeah, you got to blow the image. If you're not blowing the image of who your parents are or wanted you to be up, you're not healing or progressing. Because the goal is for me to go beyond what my daddy did. By me being born into my family and being programmed in that house, I was programmed to my daddy and my mama limits. So that's what was limiting me is what limited them. So breaking generational curses is taking off those limits. Is you overcoming. So if your daddy used to beat you or do any of that shit, you a better man because you intellectually know how to deal with people without having to beat them. All of that shit. If your daddy only made a certain amount of money, your mama only made a certain amount of money, you are conditioned to make that amount of money too, unless you break the mold that they came in and be better and go beyond them. Yeah. Oh, I be having to get used to getting old. You know what getting old is? I really understood because I be talking to everybody like the same and shit. It's just like y'all. Like if you generation behind or whatever, you speak your generation language. So when you talk to everybody, you think they speak that language. Even when I mentioned like the Matrix and shit, you're like, damn. Start telling your age. I told him I was in a conversation one time. I brought up Star Wars. Because I never even think about it. I'm talking Star Wars. The motherfucker told me he ain't seen. Like, nigga, you ain't seen Star Wars. Wait a minute. Everybody on the planet seen Star Wars. That nigga wasn't on the planet when Star Wars came out. I'm like, damn, I'm old. But that's what growing up is. That's how I used to be able to come over here. My girlfriend in Panama was half my age. She was 25. That never made no difference to me. You know how people be, well, who you gonna talk to? How you gonna talk to a 25-year-old? To me, at my level, and this gonna sound like I'm bragging, at my level of intelligence, every conversation with every woman has been the same to me. I get more out of conversation from talking to people that can just be themselves. I have and that's why I don't have no friends either. It's not that I don't let nobody hang around me. Nobody wants to hang around me because I can underline people's shortcomings. I see their true intentions. And that, like them dudes, we be out talking, let's say if I go out and I hang with these dudes and there might be some girls around or whatever. Them dudes talking in a way like they might be trying to hit them girls right there. But they not worried because they going straight and buy some pussy if they don't get this pussy. They not going to say that. They going to act like regular dudes and this and that and this and that. But I can see his true intention. I see what you're doing, nah, I don't buy pussy. But then you smash your maid. I see your true intentions. You just masking it with that. And that's what you have to do in order to be better. You got to stop lying to yourself. You got to honor your true intentions. And that's not to say, because I know my mind don't miss nothing. I have every thought that could be thought, all kind of fucked up thoughts. I learned a long time ago, I don't act on all my thoughts. I act on the best of my thoughts. I'd be out here killing motherfuckers if I act on all my thoughts. But I know my true intent. That's like somebody go pick a fight because they got that dude in Florida that shot that dude. There's a dude that was licensed to carry, a white dude, shot a black dude because he was parked in the handicap spot. And the black dude was all out of line because he got out the car and go whoop that dude's ass. But that dude knew that black dude was going to do that. He knew he had the gun. So his intent was to start a fight. That's the pussy ass men we have around here. Nobody will admit their true intent. They're too afraid to be themselves around other people, but had no problem when they out there fucking up. But then they can't. That's like a husband that go cheat on his wife. He not man enough to come tell her he did it. So you doing shit and then have to hide it. That makes you less of a man. But we came up in a culture where the devil convinced us that that's what more of a man is. That the more women you have, the more women you conquer, the more of a man you are. No, the more you tearing up the community, the more you fucking up everybody's life. It's the exact opposite. Who would want us to go in the exact opposite away from God? The devil. The devil, how does the devil do it? Well, the devil has to, let's say the devil is an entity that can't interact in the physical unless he does it through one of us. So he has to get us to do it for him. And what's the best way for us to do it for him? To create an LLC. You can damn near kill a nigga and tell him, nigga, yeah, I got an LLC. He can't take me, he can't do nothing. You killed him. Yeah, but I got an LLC. Yeah, I'm incorporated. Because that's the whole purpose of that motherfucker. allow you to slowly kill people and not be judged or go to jail for it. So we out here blaming everything. I thought about that shit. Even that Black Guard, that Black Rock Vanguard shit. They own everything and they killing us. We want the motherfuckers to die, but that nigga then wrapped our 401ks in that shit. That's what them rich motherfuckers did. The only view that we have in finance is through a 401k where we give them our money back. And it ain't even our money, it's their money. It's their money. They print it, they make it, it's theirs. So if you want to be the richest man in the world according to currency, you have to create your own currency because the other one is on lock. You see what I'm saying? That's how it's a fucked up, unfair system designed to keep you in slavery. The only reason you go to work is because you don't understand that you're in slavery. You think it's just the way the world is because you've never been free. You just like a child that was born in a fucked up house. You know what I'm saying? They make you do everything. They make you eat dog food. You don't get to go outside. You stay chained in the basement. All this type shit. Well, if you was born into that, that's all you know. You're not down there like, I wish I can go outside and play. Nigga, you ain't never went outside and played. You ain't never done none of that shit. So you don't know how that kid gonna interact. Just like you don't know what you gonna do if you could ever get free. Because you've been a slave your whole life. Somebody been telling you what to do, starting with our parents. And the world is fucked up, and everybody been telling you fucked up. No, it's the world. That's the biggest thing that's fucked up with us. We think we fucked up. It's not you. It's not you. It's the world. The world is fucked up. And you questioned it as a kid. Somebody smacked you, told you to shut the fuck up. And you just started going along with everybody else. Well, I guess this the way it is. Because if I open my mouth, I'm going to get smacked again. That's why kids say the darndest thing. They tell the goddamn truth. The world we living in is so fucked up that the comedians that make light of how fucked up it is are now going crazy. They're going crazy from having to report how fucked up it is here. And that's why the cussing come in. That's why when you look at Dick Gregory interviews, some last ones, that nigga was cussing. He wasn't respecting nobody because he had been doing that shit. Go look at Jon Stewart. He used to do the Daily Show. That nigga did that shit when Bush was in office. You know how much of a joke that shit was? You had to turn off CNN and had to go to the Daily Show to really find out what politicians were doing. Jon Stewart been watching that shit and reporting it to us so long, and that's the only way you could, like, for me to come on here and talk, for me to be able to get away with what I say, I had to start turning to Dave Chappelle and shit, making niggas laugh at how fucked up it is. Because that's the only time the slave master feel bold enough to let information get out, as long as we laughing at each other. That whole, the LGBT community is an example of the mental destruction that's been done to us as a society. And we turn their pain into a joke. Just like that's what they struggle with and we laugh at it. We laugh at whatever you struggle with. That's why you don't talk about it. Your deepest, darkest feelings that keep your life fucked up, you can't talk to anybody about it because they're going to use it against you. Does that sound like a community? No. A community. The government had to break up our communities because what they doing to us right now, and they had to vilify everybody that went against us. We have heroes that we vilify. Ruby Ridge were heroes. They were heroes. We got to go back and start goddamn Waco. Goddamn David Koresh. We got to go back and start looking at all this. Because anytime anybody aligned themselves with God, the government said they were crazy. And then some crazy shit happened. Trust me. Anytime anybody want to go out and make an example of what it's like to live without the government, they come in and kill you. We think they kill them because we think death is it, but that's not it. Tupac's still alive. Everybody, you don't die until you become the best version of yourself. That's the only death you gonna wish. That's the only death you run toward. Meaning, you can bring your ass right back here. Caught up in the loop. The better you make it while you are here, the better it'll be when you get back here. That's why we can go look and we can blame the baby boomers and be like, oh, them niggas fucked up. They took all our shit. They kicking their goddamn feet up. I be like, them baby boomers need to, we need to sick badass yellow boy on their ass. That nigga from Louisiana that went out to Mystical. Yeah, we need to let him, just turn him loose on baby boomers. Go get him, badass yellow boy. We all energy. We've been here since the beginning. We'll be here at the end. We'll be here for a new beginning. And the end of a new beginning. So the best we could do is start planting trees for when we get back. That's why it's fucked up now. Nobody's been planting trees for the kids that's here now. But it's an easy fix. We fix ourselves, we fix the planet, because we are moving in conjunction with the planet. The planet's health is a reflection of our internal health. Yeah. The whole GMO, all of that shit. The plants that we eat don't have a relationship with the planet. And we don't have a relationship with each other. This phone and technology has fucked our heads up to the point to where it was too much. It's too much information for us. It doesn't allow for us to have healthy relationships without it. Meaning the most healthy relationships I see are on social media, not in person. Because in person, look, I done met so many motherfuckers. I swipe left on them motherfuckers. I meet niggas and swipe left so fast, I turn my life into the internet. They go another swipe left. I rarely swipe right. Yeah. But that's the way the internet got it. It's hard to get through a conversation sometimes, because you be ready to swipe a nigga. Change this shit up. Talk about something else. So we have to get back to being able to do that. And that's the other thing too. Technology. All right. Back in the day, we didn't know about narcissists. Although they existed and the term existed then, we didn't have privy to the knowledge. The people that would have been using terms like that were psychologists. Unless you took psychiatry or some kind of course in college, you didn't even have a book that had that shit in it. And then that's the difference in the world now. You got access to that at your fingertips. So that's how we can go, oh, we've been dealing with these motherfuckers the whole time. We just never knew what to call them. So we couldn't describe this behavior, and then they could get away with it because they could hide that behavior. You used to have to call motherfuckers and prove shit was wrong or not. You didn't have no goddamn video. You had to, most thing we had was a goddamn three-way. Call that motherfucker while you're on the phone with you. Say it now. Say what you said now. That's our shit back in the day. These kids now, they got video. So our relationships were able to last a lot longer because we were tied to narcissists a lot longer, because it took a lot longer for those red flags to be exposed. Not the red flags, but the behavior to be exposed from the red flags that we overlooked. But now shit moves, nothing is missed. Everything is on camera. So people that ain't shit get exposed real quick. So from what I can see in society now, we done sectioned ourselves off from the people that don't like to fuck over people, basically by themselves now. Because you away from everybody. And the people that haven't learned that lesson are still out there fucking up in the loop. So if you disconnected from society and you think something is wrong with you, nothing is wrong with you. You just disconnected from the bullshit. And you be sitting there thinking like everybody's still having a good time, and everybody, no, they're not having a good time. You could go out there and join them at any time you want and pick up where you left off. You picking up in that goddamn loop. You cipher off of motherfucking the Matrix. You that nigga that say, I don't care if it ain't real, I'm gonna go eat that steak. I don't care if she don't love me, I'ma still marry her. You know, that's the shallowest shit you could do. Like, you see them dudes walking around all the time, and the women too. Be like, the whole relationship is based off $1, so the devil got them together. That shit ain't gonna never work. She with him for the money, and he with her for the body. They both using each other. I won't say that shit ain't gonna never work, because everything on this goddamn planet is unique in its own way. And all of our relationships define they self. Ain't nobody, and that's one of the biggest things we do. We try to make our relationship like somebody else's. And the biggest problem with that is none of us are being ourselves. So once you heal and you can be yourself, and you find somebody else that can be they self, well, y'all finna create something that wasn't here before. And then if somebody try to base they shit off y'all shit, they gonna be fucking up. You use it as an example, but you don't wanna be exactly like nobody. That ain't no different from your relationship. You two will have the best relationship you can have. Other people will try to compete, but they can't compete because you two are in your own lane. You're playing your part. They are coming out of their lane and playing their part. We get tricked by the devil because the devil always wants us to compare each other to each other. There is no comparison. If any one of you want to compare yourself to me, you about to lose, motherfucker, because you can't be me. I promise you. Nobody can be a better me than me. And that's why I'm not trying to be you, because I can't beat you at that. And be like, who the best? Lauryn Hill or I keep going back, Missy Elliott. Like I can't enjoy both them motherfuckers being the best that they can be at being them. I don't want to see Missy Elliott try to be Lauryn Hill. And I don't want Lauryn Hill to try to be Missy Elliott. That's what make them so goddamn beautiful. That's what separated them from us in the first place. They reached a level where they can be themselves. Music industry told both of them too, y'all can't be, y'all too much yourself. Because anytime they get to doing that, they wake us up. So that's why they have to control them. Be like, nah. Had to rush Lauryn Hill out the music industry. All our artists, any of our woke artists are like borderline crazy from what the media tried to tear them apart from, and then from the lies we believe and all that shit. What's happening, Summer? Oh yeah, beautiful. I remind myself of this shit all the time. It took me a while. I still haven't got used to this. This still blows me away. I kept having to remind myself that when I first got back here. Cut everybody loose, just here by myself, and I was just looking at my life from my old life, and I was like, damn, I done did all this change and this and that, and I still ain't found nobody. And I'd be like, but goddamn it, because it was like I was sitting in my townhouse just going to work. I was just to myself before I did all this. And I'd be like, was it worth it? Hell yeah, because let me show you. This is what I enjoy. The view from my bedroom window. When I'm just laying back, I have me a smoke. And especially at night, you just looking up at the hills. I just be like, thank you, God. Shit, thank you. You changed my life. And my weight, I went from, I'll show you some old pictures of me. You wouldn't recognize me. This is like about what, 165, 170. I was 240. That was it. The weight change came from changing my perception of what I thought about myself and how I saw myself. So when I started taking my life back, the weight started falling off because the weight was coming from, the weight came from universes I created. Let me get to talking. I saw somebody had a live on yesterday that was like, God ain't real because what was here before the Big Bang? And a lot of people get to thinking like that and I know you gotta love yourself in order to understand God. That's because you ever see somebody, you ever be panicked or see somebody really worried about something and their thoughts are all mixed up? They can't think straight. That's how our lives are. That's why we can't fix our lives. We want to do a lot of simple shit, but because we are in a state of fear and panic all the time, our thoughts are mixed up. That's what God was to me. When I unequivocally said God is doing this, was like when I was more mixed up than ever. It was like I was receiving messages, but it was like I received so many messages at one time. It was like I was about to go crazy. Like I couldn't keep my sanity. It's hard to describe. 'Cause it's like I had these voices in my head. Like I had conversations with myself all the time. I don't know if y'all saw Split. It's just like that. That's what it is. So even when I'm talking to y'all, like you talk to me sometime, I be cussing and cussing and cuss. Then you talk to me another time, I ain't cussing at all, because it's a completely different me talking to you. So when I found God, it's like, let's say I got, because it's like that movie Inside Me, Inside Out, the Disney cartoon. You had them people that take the controls of you. So let's say if it's 5 or 6 or 7 different me's in me, right? When God came, he talked to one of me and showed me the future and how everything gonna be all right in the end. But then I come back and I live my life and I still be scared, worried about this and that. Because he only told one of me. And that one of me is trying to convince the rest of my personalities, God already got this, we take care of. And then the other ones be like, yeah, but we still got to go do this. Because we still got to put the work in to create the future that we've already seen. Because all of this has already happened. When they talk about the Big Bang has to be a theory, because once you start breaking this universe down and you start going, okay, time is an illusion. If time is an illusion, that means that everything that ever happened or ever existed is happening right now. So how could all that be happening right now? You start thinking about it like it's stacked on top of each other. Yeah, it's like it's stacked on top of each other. Like it started, let's say if we take like the Big Bang, let's say it's nothing is like a starting point, but then it's like you can't start from nothing, so you gotta have something. So if we gotta have something, let's have that dot or that little quirk, right? Well, that little dot or that little quirk, that's the beginning of the universe. You're also looking at the end of the universe. But it's like, because time is an illusion, everything measured from that dot, our perception from how we view that dot would be the different angles of light. So we start turning that dot like this here, we start saying, no, that not it be a little dot, but the motherfucker go on forever behind it as you start to turn it and break it down. That's us. That's what the Big Bang was, meaning all of that happened from the beginning to the end to starting over again. Nothing is outside of God. Just like you ever see them, like an NFT snow globe, or when them people had that picture and it started pulling in and it'll go deeper and deeper, then you see a little people down in there, then they go to them people, and then there's some. That's the Euros, the snake eating its tail. As soon as you think it's the end, it's a new beginning. As soon as you think it's the end, it's a new beginning. It's a repeating pattern. That's what your life is. It's just a repeating pattern. If you don't like your life, it's because you're not lining up with your perception, which is your intuition. As you line up with that, you start to see things clearly. You start to focus like some binoculars. You looking through them binoculars, you start adjusting it. It was a little fuzzy at first. You start to see a clear picture. That's what's happening when you are You start to see that clear picture. Damn, I lost my train of thought because I had something else. See, like when I'm talking just then, I had something else pop in my head because I had another thought. Because I was watching the way, you ever see that video where they show you how DNA is made? And they had a little thing on the DNA strand and he just walking and they walking by each other. I need to go get that video. If you can see that video and then go watch them leaf cutter ants. Everything here is just in a repeating cycle. It's all. And we be remembering different aspects of different perceptions. And then we get that mixed up with other shit. Like we be thinking there's aliens and shit out there. When those aliens are right here on this earth, we just might be looking at the ants' dream. Yeah. We're looking at the dreams. If healing yourself is going back, like me reflecting on my childhood, and I'm healing now from this point in what we call time now. I'm looking back at my past. And I'm healing myself from that. As if, because all the time is happening right now, I am still getting those ass whoopings. So as I get over them now, I'm understanding those ass whoopings to give me the knowledge to get out of those ass whoopings. If I'm doing that now, I have to be doing that in the future. You get it? Like you be like, okay, like when you kill you move out of America and you killing yourself. You killing the part of yourself that ain't never moved. You killing the part of yourself that was scared to do it. As you do that, you start to heal. When you heal and you go down your childhood, that healing is you going back to your childhood, reflecting on all that, right? Well, all the time has already happened. So your future self, who you are trying to become, already exists. And it's talking to you. Like deja vu and all that shit and this and that. When you going through that, yeah. Just like when you was a kid, there were times you got strength from inside of yourself. You got understanding that pointed you in the right direction. That was your future you then. But you are in the now that was sending your past you that then. Well, your future you is still sending you that now. So when you be like, what I do after that? You ask me what's the next step is when you already know the next step. You've already done it. You just trying to remember how you did it. You already became the best version of yourself. That's what the universe tells us. We can take any part of this universe, everything is a part of the grand formula. Meaning everything has the same formula, the same code written into it, all of this shit. So it has to behave in the same way. Look at that, I didn't damn near cancel my walk. I was gonna go take me a walk. I was probably gonna go to San Javier today. I said I'm gonna come on here and start talking. Look, I told you I love myself. This is what I had waiting on me for when I get back. I'm fucking around smoking right now. Y'all about to witness who is that do that shit? I'm about to morph right now. I hit this weed, y'all be talking to another nigga. Come on here, laid back. They say to somebody else he got a roommate. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say with the split. You all split. That's what you don't realize. When you get scared of coming or scared to do something, yeah, you Mr. Glass. That's who you are. You acting just like Mr. Glass. And then you ever feel good and you confident, yeah, you unbreakable. You Bruce Willis did. But what you don't know is you got a beast inside of you. That's what you don't know. You let that motherfucker loose. He handled everything. They got a series on Netflix called Sense8, like that, where them people tapping into each other and can use each other's skills. Yeah, all that's written into you. See, racism is caused by ignorance because we don't understand we are all one. And I ain't even talking about no goddamn, I'm one with this goddamn chair, with that barbecue pit. So you know I'm one with another human being. I don't see no difference in me and this goddamn thing right here. Because the same formula that's written into that is written into me. It's all the same formula. That's why you could damn near take anything and use it as an example or reflection of your life. Because it's written into the code. It's written into the what Eddie Griffin say? It's written into the essence. God is written into the essence of everything. And I see some people get caught up in that God is like this one girl on here I listened to. She was doing tarot. She helped me out a whole lot. Then she was like, she left the new age alone because she found God and she think it's evil now. What she don't understand is that God is in everything. Everything. And it comes down to your intent. And that's what she worried about now. I think it scared her because she was doing new age readings and all that, and she was taking that money. Whenever you take that money, that takes, if you're a spiritual person and you're doing spiritual work, the minute you take that dollar, it changes you. I'm telling you, it changes. I watch them. It changes them. That's how people can be blessed by God and then get that dollar and They fall from grace. It's no different from when you sitting there in that bad situation and you praying, God, get me out of this. And if the situation don't last that long, God get you right out, you right back to fucking up. That's human nature. It's human nature to do like that and act like that. We wouldn't be here if we didn't do that. That's what we call pushing the envelope. We're supposed to try to be better. We're supposed to strive. We make each other better. If Colombia, one thing about Colombia that you could see when I see when I come here is that they have been locked into a pattern of doing the same thing for a long time. Longer than anywhere else I've been on the planet, because they haven't had the tourist influence like everywhere else on the planet. So they stuck into doing the same thing. It takes somebody from somewhere else to come here, stir that motherfucking pot. You got to stir the pot. I'm gonna see everything different from the way you see it, because everybody here see the same thing. As long as, look, that was the movie Ants. Or any one of the movies like that. It's always a nigga that think different. It's always a motherfucker be like, hey, what we do here? Oh, we pick these bricks up and we take this pile and we put it over there. And then what we do? Well, we take that pile of bricks and we put it back over here. And that's what we do all day. Yep. Y'all been doing this how long? Yep, just moving these bricks from here to here. Them niggas move them bricks the rest of their life. Somebody come in and give them some knowledge. Like, what are you doing this for? Or there's an easier way, or there's something, but they can't see it because they doing it the way the person that did it before them did it. That's the trap in being a human. You could lock yourself in the cycles like that. The trap is to get out of the cycles. We are autonomous beings. We can get trapped into a cycle real easy. That's why all of America looks the same. The American government is trying to make you have the same day every day, and put your ass on a goddamn factory line, sitting there making goddamn widgets all fucking day, because it don't matter what you're doing as long as you are there. The thing is to steal your time. The devil will pay you to go in and work 8 hours and do nothing because you are on his clock. Period. Those 8 hours he taking away from your friends, your family, your kids, all of this shit. That is the purpose, to separate families. They got us to where, okay, during slavery they had breeding farms where they made slaves, and that's the same thing we got today. They breed us. They got us in a situation where we're in perpetual state of fear, to where it's impossible for us to stay together in our relationship. So they got a whole money-making system on the divorce court system, the child support system, all of that, to where they roll that child. They are masters of efficiency, meaning they don't waste anything. They don't waste none of our energy. They gonna bleed every drop. You that motherfucking dark crystal, we them podlings. Them motherfuckers gonna stick us on that goddamn thing and drain our essence out of us. That is the purpose. We're gonna destroy the family because we want the kids. You destroy the family and then the government raise our kids. Kids learn sex education from the motherfucking government in the street. And we wonder why so many motherfuckers out here pregnant and don't know what the fuck they doing. Because their mama didn't know what she was doing before them. And nobody will admit they don't know what they doing. So the lie just continues to where we just lie to each other like it's normal. Walk up to each other in the street every motherfucking day. Like in a constant state of dying. Neither one of us get to do shit we want to do. But we gonna hang on to the feeling that if I got a little more than you by the end of the day, I feel better. Even with my kids dying, I got a little more than you. Our kids still dying. Our kids have no future. The future for our kids, shit. Man. The future for, look, the people with the money, the rich people, they are building a world to where they don't need us to lock us up. They won't need us to make us work. It's always they won't need none of that shit. They won't need us. Look at the future in the movies that they show the poor people. This motherfucker, we gonna be on that train eating Soylent Green and shit. They don't give a fuck as long as they can maintain their lifestyle. Look at the movies they show us. Look at Don't Look Up. Remember that on Netflix? Everybody was talking about leave your world behind. Yeah, leave your world behind and create a new world, because them other motherfuckers are talking about trying to leave this world behind. The devil will destroy this motherfucker and try to build a spaceship and go somewhere else before they save this motherfucker. That's the most retarded shit ever. But look at Interstellar. Interstellar, them niggas was, they had destroyed the planet and had no hope of going nowhere else, and still would not stop destroying the fucking planet. Them niggas was like, at the beginning of the movie, they were like, yeah, we probably got 3-4 crops we can still grow. By the end of the movie, them niggas ain't, and they like, yeah, we finna grow our last thing of corn, our last crop of corn, and then the earth is no more good to grow. We are connected to the earth. If the earth die, we die. Shit, if we die, the earth die. We have a symbiotic relationship with each other. One does not exist without the other. That's why we are a reflection of the earth. We are a reflection because we are a repeating pattern. We are the same repeating pattern that has been repeating itself since the beginning of time. That's what makes it beautiful, though. When you start going through that and you start thinking about us being here from the beginning of time, that means we have relationships that we've had over and over and over. We've fallen in love on every level. Nigga, remember we was ants? We was in love. Remember we were bees and we were in love. Remember we were elephants, we were in love. Remember we were lions and we were in love. And now we human beings, we get to express our love on the highest level that we ever could. Because when we were all that other shit, we were dreaming we could do what we do now. That's why the planet is our dream. The relationships we have now, we are just having them in human form in different circumstances. Like, okay, we might have fell in love as Asians. We might have fell in love as Hispanics. Now we finna fall in love as this. Just different, because there's no greater, when it come to purpose and being here, you're not here to go buy a better car, to get a bigger house. But what makes all of that special is who you driving in that car, who you living in that house with. That's what makes it unique. When you are young, you want to make the right decisions to be able to be in heaven when you get old. When you get old, heaven is having your family and friends around you when you have had solid relationships. You have quality relationships with people that love you. Because contrary to popular belief, all these motherfuckers out here fucked up. They're only fucked up because they feel like nobody loves them. Ain't nobody out here doing fucked up shit because they feel loved. Hold on, I gotta light this weed. That one thing I gotta do though, I've been getting on myself. Like I might have to start working out because shit, I ain't worked out. I used to at least get me 2 miles in at least 2-3 times a week. I haven't done that in over a year and a half, 2 years. I just been smoking weed and walking. But walking is some of the best exercise you can get as just far as overall healthiness. Walking is the most healing exercise you can do, to me, and for me, because you go into your zone. Because it's hard for me to meditate with all those voices in my head, but I can walk, and that silences them. It's almost like them niggas, I give them something to look at. You niggas look at this scenery while I think. But it's like days like today. If I leave the house, I leave. If I don't leave, I don't leave. Whatever I decide to do. I want to go get back in the bed, I get back in the bed. I don't feel bad about nothing I decide to do. People used to always ask me, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? They want to know what I do for money. I've been telling people since the beginning, I was like, I used to work for the airline. I retired. I work for God now. I get up and see what God want me to do. If I feel it, if I feel somebody need help, I try to help them. God helped me out a lot with that, because when you really try to help people, you really find out it's just them. It's from them not helping themselves. You walk up somebody in the street, ask you for money, because we don't talk finance, we put in these dire situations. They don't have a plan. Nobody ever taught them to have a plan. When I say that, I mean like a lot of us were lucky enough, or fortunate enough, or however you want to say it, to be born into a family that was adequate enough to take care of itself. Because you can see what they had to do that, it's automatically ingrained in you. Whatever your, that's why I say, I'd be mad at my daddy for beating my ass, but he ingrained all of himself into me to give me the strength to even get to where I'm at today. So that's why that's what come to the whole forgiveness thing. They start getting ridiculous to hold on to anything, because no matter how bad somebody hurt you, the worse they hurt you, the better person they made you. Trust me. Because once they hurt you like that, especially somebody do something, let's say somebody do something to you that very few people on the planet had done to them. I promise it'll make you a better person in the aspect that you can take that and help a lot of people with your pain. Thank you, Alexis. You could help a lot of people with your pain because you understand where they coming from. The people that's out here fucking up the world, because it go both ways. Sometimes they do it because they ain't never experienced that, and sometimes they do it because they experience it and they think that they deserve to, because they fallen out of love from God. And they think they were there because God punished them. That's how I used to, because I used to get beat. Nobody ever came to save me. I was like, shit, nobody's coming. You got to make the best and do it yourself. Nobody's coming. I didn't understand that somebody was there the whole time. Yeah, that's what changed my perspective on life. And say, wow, God been with me this whole time, and I didn't even know it. Then you got to start thinking about when you was fucking up. You got to go back. You are your own worst critic, because once you get that love of God, I used to say this. I refuse to believe in a God that's so vain that it create me, give me free will, and then say, get on your knees and worship me. From my understanding, I haven't, that's what they turned it into. That's the joke when it come to God to me. They say, go to church on Sunday and get on your knees and worship. That's not what God is. That's what the devil wants. The devil wants you to worship him. When I say I get up, I work for God, I'm moved by me and what I feel. It's what I want to do. It's what completes me. That's how I know I'm moving in my right energy. Everything is lining up. It's everybody going to church, singing, having a good time, and then walking out of there and going fuck up. You didn't have to go to church. God ain't tell you to come sing. Hey, listen to these birds out here. They don't need your music. Especially when you going in there and your life is fucked up and you got all this stuff you need to work on with your life before you can walk in there and try to, if you're going to try to bring something to God, but then when you start doing God's work, you might not make it to church. Shit. Because you improving your family. We go to church and the family has completely fallen apart. And we say, wait a minute. We go to church the whole time, so we need to try something different. Let's start. Everybody go to church and get the lesson, and nobody practice it. Yeah. And that's why you come across other people that's, if you know they genuinely trying, you got all the respect in the world for them, because you know what it takes. Like, shit, I can trust this person. Cause they love themselves more than they love this material shit. That's what it come down to. The devil put that material shit in front of us, and then we think we ain't shit unless we go buy this or have this on or stunt on them and this or that. When at any time you could be yourself and go pull whatever you want out your closet and be the best you can be. Nobody can beat you at being you. It's just and it the way we so messed up now, it take time for you to be you. You're just not gonna wake up one day and be you. It takes time. You have to kill the old you. The old you got a lot of habits, a lot of shit to expect that it's just used to doing that you can't take with the new you. Yeah. Anyway. I said I wanted to come on here. I was playing the music because I don't know. Well, I see people on here playing music. I want to start me a goddamn radio show. I don't want no podcast. I want to do some casing in this motherfucker where I could talk and do a countdown. I can do a countdown. Matter of fact, so I got the music to do that and the playlist. I like to do like I could do a top 10 from 1970. Yeah, I got a Rolling Stone top 10 list. I'm trying to work it out to see about all that license and shit. Then I just be like, well, fuck it, just do it. If they take it off, they take it off. So yeah, I'm working toward that. Yeah. I wouldn't mind doing that, waking up, hosting a little show to kick my day off. But then too, I'd be like, wow. And then I don't want to feel like, I don't know if you watch that Black Mirror. I don't want to be that black nigga holding that knife to his throat. I don't know if y'all saw that one. How he was in the Matrix, got out the Matrix, but he was just in another system. Just still the knife to his throat, telling the people, and it's just like, oh shit. We turn our pain and we're gonna turn it into entertainment now. And we're just standing around talking about it instead of doing so. But that's it too though. The biggest power we have is being that butterfly that flaps his wings. Meaning it's not going out changing the world. It's just changing you and the world will change. Because it's your perception that's fucked up. So if you're out here trying to get the world to adjust to your perception, shit, it'll take you lifetimes. Hitler tried and couldn't do that shit. But if you change your perception, you'll find you fit in the world a lot better. Because it's your world. When you tune into your perception, it's your world. You start, that's when it becomes a never-ending story, because it's like, damn, this motherfucker is really like it's a computer program and I am the main character. Yes, you are the main character. You had your own Big Bang. Your daddy bust that nut, and that sperm hit that egg, you had your Big Bang. Blah. Your whole life flashed before you right then. When that sperm and that egg, boom, you saw everything. And now you here trying to remember what you saw, get back on track. Because you had them dreams when you was a kid, but somebody talked you out of it. Somebody, you saw something, or somebody told you, or somebody hit you, or somebody did something to you, and you stopped being yourself. Little by little, you stop being who you really are. And you go through your days now. You pick out sometime in the day, you're not saying what you want to say, you're not being who you want to be, you're not wearing what you want to wear, because you are worried about the way other people will take you, because that was the fear instilled in you when you was a child. You can't be you. Because they want you to get in line. That's what it's all about, getting in line. It's all a psychology test. When I was in the military, boot camp was, okay, you have a company of like 65 men, right? We all sleep in this one big room. Boot camp was just a psyche training to to get you to play along and act as one unit instead of one individual. Meaning all y'all did the same shit for 3 months, 2.5 or 3 months. You did everything together. You did everything at the same time. You went to church, you ate, everything. Everybody in that room had the same amount of shit. You only had what they issued to you. So it'd be 60 people in that room, all in one room, 60 people. 30 bunks on one side, 30 bunks on the other side. We didn't have the bunk beds. But you can go to any one of those 60 bunks and it's the same. It's made up the same, the pillows in the same spot. If I pull out the t-shirts, it's the same number of t-shirts. They all folded the same way. All of that was to psych you into thinking you are one unit. It's 60 motherfuckers in there, but they are supposed to operate as one person. Meaning everybody suspend your thinking and think as a unit. When I say charge, you motherfuckers charge. All of y'all with the same passion. It was all just a mind fuck. Like, y'all can't take my mind from me. I see how crazy these other niggas are in here. I ain't finna act like him. Yeah, and they can do that because they know what they did to get you there. They destroyed your family to get you in that military. Then they get you in the military and they try to get you to treat the military like it's your real family. So when they sick you on your family or other families, you don't identify with that. You can go out there and handle them motherfuckers like you running a simulation on a computer program. That's what they train us to do, to keep ourselves down. They is us. Us is the ones that's made it on top that are trying to protect their interests. Meaning they like, well, life fucked up, but I took care of myself. Fuck everybody else, and I was keep my foot on the back of everybody's neck to keep what I have. And them niggas got an attitude like you turn TV on and go on social media. Millionaires are talking about how am I going to feed my kids. I'm trying to provide a future for my kid. If a millionaire on that motherfucker saying, what the fuck do we have? What is that shit? Especially, and women, you can look at cases. Look at Chris Rock and Kanye. If them niggas can't see their kids, what power did I have? You know what I'm saying? If the judge called Chris Rock in there and was like, do they have a bed? Yeah, that's how bad that shit is. I ain't Chris Rock and I was in that motherfucker. They had a black female judge. I was like, damn, does she have my baby? I thought I got her pregnant. I was like, God damn. Oh shit. Yeah. So yeah, they destroyed the family in a way that the attack was so aggressive that you didn't notice it unless you were trying to keep your family together. That motherfucker fell straight the fuck apart.
I'm always saying, knowing, doggone live. Stay walking the wire over the fire when I cannot. Dog is good. It's how it stands, dog. Gon' fuck with the hood, you dog. Fuck with
Yeah, but the other flip side of that is we are here right now. Everybody that's here, especially if you're listening to me, you chose to be here. We chose to be here at this time to do the work that needs to get done. Because it took us this is gonna be the longest journey to get to it, but it's the journey that makes it worth it. So it's the fact that we've fallen so far apart and we have to bring ourselves back together, that to be here at that time when we bring ourselves back together is shit. Well, everybody, that's crazy too. Like say, you chose to be here. Say shit, like I heard somebody else say that. We've always been here, shit, no matter what period, shit. You here in some form or fashion, you are energy. There's never a period that you are not here. It's just how are you manifesting here. And be it human, be it this right here. No matter what, you are here experiencing this. That's actually what's coming out. Like knowledge like that. The knowledge that they've been pimping us with all this time that they had. That's what that fire in the Liberia, Alexandria, back in Rome. That's what that shit was about. You go, oh, they let a war destroy all that information. No, the war was to destroy the information. You destroy the information. You take the information away from the people. If the people don't have the information, you can pimp the people. The American system, the whole system is set up on making money off of people that don't know. That's it. It's plenty of businesses that will go out of business if people just put the information out. They don't put the information out, you make me go out of business. They say, well, if you go out of business, that means you wasn't doing good business. I've always been able to, like, if I sold a product, I don't care if you know where I got it from. That's the whole point. Yeah, I went and got it from over there and I'm selling it to you. I went and got it because most times it got to be a case where you can't go get it or it's something that's involved in it. So I'm getting paid for the convenience. But that's what we do. We'll go out there and just start doubling, tripling prices and shit. I be like, nah, I pay you, I put it at a price where, you know, it ain't worth you going and get it. You just buy it from me. Bam. We in a system where the competition we create kills both of us. That's the world we live in because we chasing the dollar. So, being able to afford to live life is really just letting go of all that shit. It's the possessions. And possessions are what we end up paying for. The right to have them. We got people with more than one house. They got more than one vehicle at each one of those houses that, I don't know. Most of them have shit like that, and don't let the people that can't afford to not have what they have enjoy what they have. So it go to waste. Be like, you wasted all that shit? You hoarded all of that and wasted? Oh shit. I done ran my battery down. Look at here, look at here. Where's my... Hold on. All right, excuse me. I'm still. I guess I'm gonna eat me some breakfast here. Yeah, I didn't smoke now. It's gonna be about an hour before I can leave the house. Oh. Well, I appreciate y'all listening while I run my mouth. It feels better when I'm talking to somebody as opposed to just ranting here by myself. But I'm gonna let this phone charge and probably jam me some music. And I will probably go live before the end of the day. Probably do this again tonight while the lights out. All right, I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna end it now. All glory to God. Peace out.